Next, I asked Dr. Geisler, over the many years that you've taught, what single question have your seminary students asked the most? He said, it's how can I know the will of God? Would you like to hear how he has answered that question? Well, then listen.
Probably one of the questions asked most of me over the 50 years that I've been serving the Lord is, how can I know the will of God? The answer is so simple, people miss it. You don't have to be going through the geography room, stumble over the globe and your nose hit Ecuador to know you have to go to Ecuador. You don't have to have a brick fall off a building and hit you on the head with a little note tied on it saying, go to Bongo Bongo to know what to do. The will of God, listen to this, is the Word of God. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing else. If He wrote it, if it's inspired, if it's inerrant, then He wants us to live by it. The entrance of Thy Word giveth light, the psalmist. Thy Word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Probably the most powerful missionary message I ever heard when I was a student in Bible college. A young man said, I've been a missionary for 14 years and I was never called. And I was a little shocked. I said, never called? I heard of people who were called and didn't go, like Jonah. This guy went and wasn't called. And then he paused and said this, I was a missionary for 14 years and I was never called. I was just commanded like the rest of you. I'll never forget that. Never called, just commanded. The commands are here. God has made them very clear. The main things are the plain things, and the plain things are the main things. It's our obligation to do what Jesus so often said to the religious people of His day. Have you never read? Have you never read?